Is it worth replacing an iPhone mini battery on your own? Let's find out. So the iPhone minis are a pretty rare phone these days. Apple doesn't make compact phones anymore. And I've had my iPhone 12 mini since 2020. It's been my daily driver for years, but recently the battery health dropped to 79%. At that point, the battery life just wasn't cutting it anymore. I'd have to charge the phone multiple times throughout the day, and it became clear that it was finally time for a battery replacement. The question was, should I replace the battery myself, or should I just pay someone to do it for me? Well, I decided to find out the hard way. Before we get started, I just want to mention that this isn't a repair tutorial. This video is simply about my experience replacing the battery, what went right, what went wrong, and whether I think it was worth doing myself. If you're looking for step-by-step instructions, I'll leave links in the description to the repair video and guides I use as references. My first step was getting quotes. Apple's battery replacement service for the iPhone 12 mini costs $89 before taxes. I also checked with a local repair shop near me, and they quoted me $80 before taxes. Honestly, neither option seemed unreasonable. For less than $100, I could have had a professional handle everything and walk away with a working phone. But I was curious, and I thought replacing an iPhone battery couldn't be that difficult. So I decided to try doing it myself. I ordered a replacement battery along with the tools needed for the repair. Once everything arrived, I set aside some time and got to work. I watched repair guides, gathered my tools, and felt pretty confident going into this project. At least, at first I did. The repair ended up taking much longer than I expected. The biggest challenge was actually opening the phone. The adhesive holding the display in place was much stronger than I anticipated, and carefully separating the screen from the frame took a lot of patience. Eventually, I managed to get the phone open without damaging anything, or so I thought. Once inside, I disconnected the battery, removed the old one, installed the replacement battery, and tested the phone before putting everything back together. Good news, the phone powered on, so I reassembled the device and plugged it in to charge. But that's when I noticed a problem. The battery percentage wouldn't go above 1%. No matter how long I left it charging, it stayed stuck. Something clearly wasn't right. At that point, I had to reopen the phone and start troubleshooting. Unfortunately, this is where things went from bad to worse. While opening the phone a second time, I accidentally damaged the display cable. And just like that, my screen was completely unusable. Now, instead of needing only a battery replacement, I also needed a new display. I ordered a different battery along with a replacement screen. I installed everything and crossed my fingers. Thankfully, the phone powered on and worked normally. The battery charged correctly, the display worked, and my iPhone 12 mini was back in business. However, there was one downside. Since I'm not using genuine Apple parts, I now get an unknown part message in the parts and service history section of iOS. Technically, I could have transferred the IC chips from the original display to the replacement display and transferred the BMS board from the original battery to the new battery. Doing that would have preserved the original part authentication. But I chose not to go down that route. For me, as long as the phone works properly, I'm okay with seeing those messages, and so far, everything has been working fine. So let's talk about the total cost. The total cost of my DIY repair ended up being $134.01. If I had simply gone to Apple, the total would have been about $98.34 after taxes. That's right. Doing it myself actually costs more than having Apple do the repair, and that's because of the mistakes I made along the way. If everything had gone perfectly the first time, I probably would have saved some money, but that's not what happened. There are definitely advantages to repairing your own phone. The biggest benefit is knowledge. I learned how the iPhone 12 mini comes apart, how the battery replacement process works, and what mistakes to avoid in the future. That experience is valuable, but there are also disadvantages. DIY repairs involve trial and error. You can accidentally damage other components, you can buy defective parts, and small mistakes can quickly turn a simple repair into a much more expensive one. On the other hand, Apple and professional repair shops offer convenience. You drop off the phone, pay the fee, and let someone else take on the risk. It's one less thing to worry about. So, was it worth it replacing the battery on my own? For me, it was worth it. But probably not for the reason most people think. Financially, it wasn't worth it. I actually spent more money than I would have if I had gone directly to Apple. But I gained something else: experience. Now I know how to replace an iPhone battery, what tools work best, and what mistakes to avoid. If your goal is simply getting your phone fixed as quickly and reliably as possible, I'd recommend going to Apple or a local repair shop. But if you're interested in learning how these devices work, and you're willing to accept the risks that come with repairing them yourself, then a DIY battery replacement can be a valuable learning experience. Have you ever repaired your own iPhone or another type of smartphone? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're looking for a cheap prepaid plans for that new smartphone that you just replaced, check out some of my MVNO reviews.